Voy a comenzar la tercer room del Dragon Age de Veilguard, que en este caso voy a hacer un mago Dead Caller.
I knew him as Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him. And that's where you come in.
Bueno, voy a importar, o sea, para no perder el tiempo, ya lo tengo hecho. Es este. Este fue mi anterior partida. La anterior fue esta. Y esta, bueno, esta es la primera que no la subo a YouTube. Vamos, me lo hice elfo, como para otra raza. Lo que sí, voy a cambiarle una cosa. Lo voy a hacer, le voy a meterle la altura porque, o sea, tanto como el Kunari se parecen un poco a mí, pero no tanto. El que más se parece fue el primero, el humano. Frente acá, creo que es. Lo voy a hacer alto porque este va a ser un nigromante. Si lo dejo ahí, no, vamos a dejarlo. Ahí está. Bueno, obviamente mago. La facción dragón sombrío porque, o sea, esta también podría servir porque más daño contra, no, inflige daño más, inflige algo más de daño crítico y el punto débil por esto. Obviamente por el tema del lore tendremos que hacer esto. Puedes aplicar una condición de aflicción más, pero no me sirve eso. ¿Y por qué dragón sombrío? Porque se regenera el mana más rápido. Aparte soy fan de The Winter. Bueno, el trasfondo es el mismo es el mismo que tengo los otros. Dificultad, pesadilla. Ah, la voz, a ver, que le había puesto.
Time to get to work. What's he been saying now? Well, we're not in trouble. Let's move. Well, we made it.
Y voy a dejarle esta porque mi primer personaje tenía esta.
Well, well, we made it.
El Kunari le había puesto la 1, la más grave. Así que vamos a dejar así. Vamos a... El Inquisidor no se puede importar, así que... Ahí está. Siempre, vamos a poner el mismo que hago siempre. Este... Cuero cabelludo. No. Le cambiamos el pelo y listo. El que le ponía siempre. Este, bueno. Ah, el nombre. Humano, no sé qué. Bueno, que estuvo con Cassandra. La Inquisición disuelta. Por detener a solas. Ah, esto también el nombre es... No, pensé que se había puesto otro. Le pongo todo el mismo nombre.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Manrathos, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Let's try this again. Where's Navgalis?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Navgalis is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable. Not enough gold in the world for this.
Varric, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Navgalis.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks. Your friend Navgalis is at Dumont Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
It got us Nev's location. Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late!
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza. Then Nev will get us to Solus.
Watch out! Is Sola summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down completely?
Then the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
What about you two? Are you okay?
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages. But their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Rook, you're with the Shadow Dragons. I figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but Minrathous is huge, and this is nowhere near my neighborhood. I can try.
Don't worry. Scouting's my specialty. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demons. Here they come.
Plaza and find Nev. You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the Veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
You are in violation of Imperial order.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
They're the ones who made trouble at the ball. Predatory cultists! Could be here soon!
I hate these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
Used to fight these assholes every day in the Shadow Dragons.
Glad you kept up practice.
All citizens must remain indoors until the magical anomaly is fully contained.
Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
They're allies of Neb Gallus! Kill them all! The Venatori own these streets.
Ah, el Palacio del Arconte se pegó.
Venatori, take your revenge!
Another barrier. But it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Alright, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Both of you have done some work for the Shadow Dragons.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Some old friends said if I was working in Tevinter, the Shadow Dragons are worth trusting.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point. I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the canal district must remain in their homes.
So if we do catch Solus, or the Dreadwolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the Veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual so he can't fight us.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead. I'm getting too old for this.
There. That's the building I tracked Solus to.
Looks like the Venatori also found it. And then demons found them.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
Bueno, con esta
We should head back. Solus is probably inside.
con esta build voy a llevar bastón. Va a ser una build de puro
So
rayo.
this is the Dreadwolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Minrathous itself.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much, at least.
Demons. It sounds like that opens something below.
Then let's have a look. This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. We've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
And I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry. through the veil.
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solus.
He better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right. You two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
tear down the Veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost.
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling! We need to push it!
I'm with you.
Together! Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
Let's go this way.
You have no idea what you have done.
Soulless? I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Get out of my head!
As I said,
Out!
I do not want to be here any more than you do. But your actions have set events in motion. And I would not have your ignorance on my conscience.
What are you talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
Thanks to me? I wasn't the one performing a big ritual to free them.
Free them? My mortal enemies? I was ensuring that they would never escape their prison.
You were tearing down the veil.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric.
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
Your ritual let the gods loose. You don't get to sit back and look smug.
What else could I possibly do? I do not have my ritual dagger. I do not have the network of mirrors that took me from the lighthouse across the world. I have nothing as the gods threaten this world again, all because you disrupted my ritual.
You mean when I stopped you from covering the world with demons?
You will soon see what I was trying to prevent. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Why? Why tear down the veil?
You want me to take the shot?
You have no idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'll take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
What happened?
I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Nev got everyone out, by the skin of her teeth mostly. And before you start worrying, Harding will be fine. She's made of sterner stuff than either one of us. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
Varric, when we stopped the ritual, something else got out. Something even Solus is afraid of.
You've got this, Rook. World's not flooded with demons right now. Because you stopped Solus, not me.
Varric, even so, I need you to—
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like the time you disobeyed orders while taking down that Venatori slavery ring. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook? You're awake. Sorry, I didn't mean to barge in. I was just looking for elf fruit.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna stretch my legs.
Oh, Rook. Watch your step out there. If you put a foot wrong, you'll fall forever. Yeah, on top of everything else, the Illuvian took us to the Fade. The place where dreams come from, so... that. Yeah.
Then I really need to look around.
Yeah, you should. And we should talk about things. Maybe find Nev. She's outside, looking around. There's a room with a table down the stairs. I'll meet you there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
Quería ver una cosa, a ver, del editor. La nariz no me está convenciendo. A ver, déjame ahí. Bueno, acá tenemos el ropero, igual todavía recién arrancamos. Si ahora está mejor, ¿no? Eh, no tenemos muchas cosas para ponernos. Esta es la skin, digamos. Podría ponerme la élfica, ya que soy un elfo. Después me podría poner la de... Si no, me podría quedar con esta. No sé si ponerme una de Winter. No, me podría quedar con esta y después pasaría a la definitiva. La definitiva es una de, de, un- de los nigromantes, bueno, algo así. Es de la necrópolis.
Wow.
Look who's with us.
We're really in the Fade.
Land of raw magic, nightmares, and this, apparently. It's a lot to take in.
Harding thought we should talk about what comes next.
She's not wrong. But if you need a breather, can't hurt to look around first.
Bueno, a ver las habilidades. Eh, bueno, este es fundamental. La build se va a basar en el rayo, pero hasta que no esté, yo creo que hasta que no estemos acá, a ver. Sobrecarga ataque a distancia gastando 200% de mana habitual. Hasta que no estemos acá no creo que gaste 50 de mana. Bueno, lo iré viendo. Ya igual ya sé cómo es la build. Pero al principio no funciona, obviamente cuando estemos bien. Después acá... Bueno, es la primera que vamos a tener porque vamos a ir por control de masas. Y todas las habilidades que tenga van a ser con tiempo. Esta es con maná. Y esta también. Por eso estas no las voy a usar. No sé si las usaré mientras me estoy armando. Una vez que ya esté la build. Porque no voy a gastar mana con las habilidades. El mana lo voy a gastar con tirando el rayo. Bueno, vamos a agarrar las cosas que hay acá. Esto lo tenemos que poner, enfocarlo cara a cara.
be 2 more.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
I should be asking you that. I got you hurt.
This is a dangerous job. Everyone knew that signing on. There's so much to do. We have to keep going.
Agreed. It's rough, but we can't let up. You good to go?
Of course I am. I can't let a throbbing head and some dizziness hold me back. Especially when... I just mean we can't stop. I don't want to stop. We need to get back to the ritual site, don't we? Let's stop worrying about me and go do that. Come get me when you're ready to go.
Me parece que le voy a poner más... Yo lo quería así flaco el personaje, pero parece que le voy a poner un poco más de masa corporal.
That's the second. 1 more to go. Okay, that did something.
Wisps. Figures are in the Fate, but I swear they're following me.
You all right?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
We're both shadow dragons and both from Minrathous. Maybe our paths haven't crossed, but I know our work has. It's a start.
And shadows stand together.
That's the idea. Cross your fingers it works out for us.
You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's,
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
not much isn't gonna save the world. This'll get worse before it gets better.
The question is, how?
Cheerful.
That's what I'm here for.
a cambiar un poco la forma del cuerpo. Sí, es verdad, está muy... Ah, no, este no. Este estaba bien. Este. A ver. Se lo había puesto... Estaba más o menos así. Vamos a probarlo así. Bueno, este le pongo así para verlo. Pasa que esto le había puesto todo. No, está bien.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
In my head, Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Sounded like it. When the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm not in danger. He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic? Like any normal mage would to play with your mind?
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
The gods of my people were incredibly powerful. I don't mean they were powerful like a skilled mage. I mean they destroyed entire cities. They shattered mountains. So no, they might not literally be gods, but they're a lot worse than whatever you're thinking.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual, and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything, but we are not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had two of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elgranon and Gillenane. Two of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. They're our next target.
So we set our sights on a pair of elven gods. Like it's easy.
Who else is gonna do it? If they're loose, they need killing.
They were evil tyrants who enslaved their people. We need to stop them.
Solus says Elgranon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that, without Varric. and you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate. Figure out what we're dealing with before we rush in and make things worse.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
If Elgradon and Gillinan are worse than Solus, we don't have time to waste. We need to act now.
We don't know what they can do or what they want. We don't even know if Solus is telling the truth.
I'm not saying we go in blind, but this time, if we see a shot, we take it.
All right. The last place we saw them was the ritual site.
The Illuvian took us here from the ritual site, instead of back to Minrathous.
Then let's hope it takes us back.
Harding, are you okay to go?
I'm not gonna sit back while elven gods destroy the world because I have a headache.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Ah, me olvidé de venir acá. Eso que hicimos con las estatuas sobre esto. Son 2 volutas por cada luz de esta. Y ahí tenemos enfrente otra puerta que eso más adelante. Esta es la sala de música. Hasta ahora podemos atacar, después vamos a avanzar ahí también. Y ahora nos vamos.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Illuvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlithin.
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine.
Well then. Shall we?
Let's do this.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find... Cut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it! Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlithin?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solus. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Solus's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
Didn't see you volunteering. We put our lives on the line to stop Solus, and we stopped him.
And we've got the scars to prove it.
Sky's not ripping itself apart anymore, is it?
All right. You stopped Solus. So why is Arleth neck deep in wild magic?
Solus was dragged into the Fade when we interrupted his ritual, but something else got out.
Someone else, supposedly. Elgranon and Gillenane.
Mithalanast. Two of the elven gods of old. The Evanuris.
Shit. If they're back in the world, that explains a lot.
So Elgranon and Gillenane are loose. Which means what?
You thought Solus was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's just say they weren't known for their kindness.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanuris, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of Veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Luther. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be her.
Right. Then you two get your friend back to your camp and we'll find Belara.
Harding, I need you to stay with the Veil Jumpers. Nev and I can handle this.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. Until you've recovered from your injuries, you're a liability.
Fine.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Is it me, or is there something strange about this fog?
I've never seen fog like this. Something's not right.
Es verdad, se ve como un... Ah, no, en todos lados. Yo pensaba que esto era como... me refiero a una cosa que va a pasar ahora, pues.
So that suit of armor is moving. There's a problem. That's got it.
Gotcha. Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
Belara? Belara Luther? Strife and Ireland sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Nev Gallus.
Wait, I know that name. But protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. Our gods, Elgranon and Gillenane, they've escaped from Fen'Harel's prison, and by all accounts, they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
Like I said, end of the world. You can mull it over later.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what exactly?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
We don't have time for this. Let's just force our way out.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I don't know what contacting that much raw magic would do to you. But there's another way. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it, safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I sure hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Odd to find a camp this far out.
We've got camps all over Arlethan. The Veil Jumpers do, I mean. Never really know when or where the magic's gonna start going wild.
Bueno, lo que me refería era que ese destello que se veía, pensé que era el campo ese que una vez que entramos no podemos salir, que dice Velara. Pero no, ya estábamos
I've been
adentro.
trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
A few dozen demons shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Ah, and I'm guessing it sees us as threats.
Right where we need to go.
Then let's deal with them quick.
Got it covered. Behind you. That goes to you.
Bueno, siguiente nivel. Acá.
Is that water just swirling into the air?
We call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though.
Any ideas on what the artifact we're looking for might be?
I have a couple of theories, but nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers, mostly.
And people trying to save the world, apparently.
Do you know what this place was?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food. But judging by the sentinels, it's probably something important.
Bueno, vamos a equipar esta. Porque nos mejora.
Well, isn't this a sight?
Wait, is this? No, it can't be. Not here.
Can't be what?
We have to get over there. The artifact we're looking for must be inside. It almost feels like an armory, or something like that.
Why would there be an armory this far out?
Warlords. Ancient elves had a lot of them.
No way across. Think we can make the jump?
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in. And there we go. Easy.
Wow, isn't that something?
A resonance amplifier. that's drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
We're under fire.
Nice shot.
Got us the range. Let's do this again. How's that? Middle of the road.
That's the last of the magic energy. Path should be clear ahead. So you're really Nev Gallus? The detective from Minrathis?
Last time I checked.
I've read about you. You've gone after some powerful mages before, but Fen'Harel? The real Fen'Harel?
And now Elganon and Gillenane, apparently.
My actual gods are out there trying to end the world, and Nev Gallus is on the case. I can't believe it.
Someone met a bad end here.
Even mages have trouble with the artifacts here. They expect them to work like, normal magic. But they're different. The magic's more alive somehow. Damn! Another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down. Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby. Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Anything here that can help you piece together what exactly that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
Ese nos da igual porque no usamos cuerpo a cuerpo.
These constructs! It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where we are. In the armory. And I think I know what the artifact is. I'm ready.
So if this is an armory, what sort of artifact are we finding? A weapon?
An archive spirit.
A what?
A creature of the Fade, bound to a crystal. Our ancestors used them to store knowledge and to help them dream. Mythalinast. Darkspawn.
Got it.
Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Bueno, estos nos van a costar porque tenemos bastón necrótico y son resistentes al necrótico los engendros. Si cuando consiga el bastón de fuego, ahí nos va a facilitar.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
Sure, here we go.
Here we go.
darkspawn this deep into Arlington Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
Could the elven gods be commanding the darkspawn? Solus did say they were blighted.
You saw those darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central temple.
No, acá hay explosivos.
The wall looks weak here. I bet we could break it somehow. I wonder if that ballista could smash through this wall. More darkspawn, right where you broke that wall.
Headshot le hice.
And another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
We're close. I can feel it. Have you noticed something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
Y ahora que, prestando atención, yo me elegí un elfo. Le puse la máxima altura. Porque en este juego los elfos, desde el Dragon Age 2, los elfos los hicieron más pequeños. Pero en este me parece que volvieron a tener. Porque mira, tengo la altura de Velara. y me puse la máxima altura. Pero es la misma altura que Neb, ¿no? Entonces, no, entonces deben ser que son más pequeños también. Cuando en el Kunari me puse la máxima altura, le llevaba como 2 cabezas más o menos. A Neb.
If that building's what I think it is, then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, the Nodus Derthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
Why is it called that?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
More constructs ahead.
The inner sanctum. We're getting closer. Looks like this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
Ah, a ver si es este, el de la vida. No. El de la build tiene este dibujo, pero no es este, entonces debe ser la otra variante. Entonces no me lo equipo porque a las pasivas no nos dan bonificación, porque si es que no lo tenemos equipado, y yo no lo tengo equipado, así que...
Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall.
Nunca me había pasado eso. Le quise meter un headshot.
We did it. All that's left is the Nodus Derthalin. I have so many questions for it.
You're going to ask it questions?
It's an archive spirit. You'll see.
Ahí está. Ahora sí. Ahora tenemos bastón de fuego, los engendros. No, lo va a costar menos.
Okay, here it is. The Nodus Derthalin.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back?
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
As if darkspawn demons and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
I'm sure we can handle it.
It isn't that simple. If I remove the artifact the way I'd usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlethan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before. It's almost like it's breathing. Ogre! That's an ogre! Wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Ooh. No. That's good. I think. Oh,
What does that crystal do?
keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh, no, you don't.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan.
Right, I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan. What do you...
Guess it's broken like the rest of the artifacts.
It isn't just any artifact. That's the Nodus Derthalin, an archive spirit. And it does work. Or will, at least. Its crystal is broken. I guess maybe the blight threw its resonance off somehow. But I should be able to fix it. It's kind of my thing, fixing magical stuff. Strife and Ireland will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil-Jumper camp.
Bueno, Velara ya la podemos... vamos a poner este acá. Acá voy a poner el que los agrupa, este. Y acá, este. Vamos a poner... este. Bueno, Ned todavía está... no está desbloqueada y Harding tampoco. O sea, no puedo ponerle más habilidades que estas que tienen ahí. Pasamos a otro nivel. Bueno, este mucho no me sirve, pero... No me sirve, pero igual. Después vamos a tener esta temporalmente también, pero la vamos a usar con... La vamos a pasar acá que sea con tiempo. Que no cueste maná. Bueno, nos vamos.
Ready to go?
Right. Let's get moving.
Come on. I'll show you the way to the Veil-Jumper camp.
Wounded, 16 on bed rest, and some of our most experienced fighters are still missing.
We're running out of veil jumpers. Whatever's going on out there, it's scary.
Jahel and Milva never reported back from Demeter's crossing.
There are 100 people living in that village, or near enough. You're back, and you're alive. Good.
Sounds like things have gotten a lot worse since we left.
Darkspawn. They're showing up all over Arlethan, attacking anyone in their path.
We've evacuated 3 daily settlements already.
We ran into Darkspawn too, near the Nodus Derthalin.
Wait, you found the Nodus Derthalin? The archive spirit? We could ask it about the gods. Figure out their next move.
Whatever information that archive spirit has, we aren't getting it. It's broken. Luckily, we already know what to do next. Find Elgranon and Gillenane, and stop whatever they're planning on doing.
Easier said than done. They're elusive, even for gods.
There are signs of their presence all over Arlethan, but no one's seen them yet.
So that's it? 2 gods are running around your forest and you can't find them?
Well, then next time you decide to unleash ancient horrors on us, maybe we'll...
Demeda's Crossing.
What?
Irulan and Strife. When we came in, you said you'd lost contact with Demeda's Crossing. We could go check it out. The three of us, I mean.
You mean 4? You're not leaving me behind.
You were just wounded. We can...
You'll have to tie me up to keep me here.
I don't know what you're going to find there, Rook. Likely nothing good. But you'd be saving people, and it might get you on the trail of the gods.
Demeda's Crossing's on the far side of the lake. There's a small boat at the docks. It'll take you there. Watch your back out there. And good luck.
Okay, we'll need a boat to get there. Let's head to the dock.
What you here? If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help.
Ah, este casco. Este casco es de la vil. Bueno, vamos a comprarlo. Igual no, nos vamos a encontrar con ese casco, así que lo vamos a mejorar a verde.
And now that we've met, do your best not to die, yeah? It can be rough out there.
We're losing too many veil jumpers as it is. Now Demeter's Crossing.
Todas las objetos de valor, ¿cómo se llama? Los objetos valiosos se los voy a vender al vendedor de Treviso. Lo necesito llevar a nivel 3. Igual no es difícil con la ruta de farmeo, pero porque hay un objeto que usa esta build. A ver, hay un objeto que usa esta build que lo tiene en nivel 3. El vendedor de los cuervos me refiero. Es un anillo. Esta build, como va a ser de... se va a centrar, no se centra en habilidades, prácticamente las habilidades van a ser para congelar a los enemigos, tenerlos quietos para reventarlos con el rayo. Vamos a reventar con el rayo. No necesitamos el anillo ese único que da críticos con las técnicas, pues no vamos a tirar técnicas.
Sounds like a lot happened here.
What hasn't happened? This area is where Tevinter Magisters destroyed Arlethan City centuries ago. A whole lot of blood magic during the war.
And now?
Whatever Solus did stirred up everything again. The old blood magic from the war never went away. Ancient relics appear out of thin air, ruins float. It's like an old wound that never healed. And now it's bleeding again.
What a view.
That was the capital city, Arlethan. This is what's left of it after the war.
I don't imagine it floated back in the day. Huh. A giant owl. Must be something to this.
Rook, you ready to go?
Harding, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine. I need to get back in the fight.
Then let's go.
I've never seen fog this thick in Demetta's Crossing. This isn't right. The dock usually has people bringing goods to market, bartering and shouting. It's always busy.
Something happened here.
Stay sharp.
It's so quiet.
Too quiet.
Where is everybody? It's market day. People should be out selling eggs and buying bread. But everything's just abandoned.
They barricaded the main entrance into town.
To keep something out?
No, to keep something in.
It's blight. Even worse than in the forest.
Must keep everyone in. Mustn't let anyone out.
You okay? What happened here?
Keep them inside. Listen to the mayor.
Hello?
Will be rewarded. All of us. Everyone has to stay. No, you can't leave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Just stay here and everything.
Someone used powerful magic to dominate the minds of these villagers.
The town square. We need to search for survivors.
Let's see what we can find. Fan out.
This is Adeline. I knew her. She was a farmer, sold spices to us, the best in Arlathan. I can't believe this happened.
Look at that. Is that an Aravel on the roof?
The blight must have lifted it up there.
This blight is weird.
Ever seen anything like it?
Never. Blight's usually dead, static. But this is alive.
Okay, let's keep going. Might be more survivors.
What was that?
Something big. Stay sharp.
Over there. 2 more survivors.
Hey, what's going on here?
Find the veil jumpers. Bring them to the mayor.
They're talking about Jahel and Milva.
They said bring them to the mayor. If we find the mayor, then maybe we'll find your friends.
Why were they looking for veil jumpers? What did the mayor want with them? More people.
Must round up everyone.
Must get them inside.
We will be rewarded.
Milva!
That's one of your fellow veil jumpers? Laura!
Jahel! He's alive.
Bellara.
We're going to help you. We'll get you down, Jahel.
No, listen. The gods have returned. I saw them. I heard their voices.
The gods did this?
A blood ritual to release the blight. The villagers, they said they needed power. Bellara, be careful.
Help me! Anyone!
Come on, that sounds close.
Help me! Hurry!
A dragon?
Come to me.
I know you. You're the mayor of this town.
The village. The people. Are they,
Blighted. Dead. All of them.
You gave them to the gods, didn't you? Didn't you?
They were in my head. Infecting my thoughts. They made me do it. Please, help me.
You betrayed your own town.
No, I didn't. I was tricked. Manipulated. I tried to protect people. You have to believe me. The gods told me to lure the Veil Jumpers to the center of town. The others were to be rounded up and kept safe. They would be the first to witness the glory of Gillenane's new creation. She showed me gold. So much gold.
All this for gold? The villagers? The Veil Jumpers? The Blight's everywhere! Demeda's Crossing is dead because of your greed!
I didn't know. You don't understand what it was like to hear those voices.
The gods exploited his greed and fear.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for him? I say we leave him right here.
But I'll die. The Blight. Everywhere. What if the dragon comes back?
If we let you go, you'll run straight back to the gods.
They were in his head. Their influence might linger.
I understand what they do now. I won't be tempted again, I swear.
Rook?
No, vamos a dejarlo porque igual si lo soltamos va a volver igual, así que...
Leave him here. He can fend for himself.
No!
Wolves will get him in the night. Or, given the state of this place, something worse.
The people of Demeda's Crossing were depending on him. The least he can do is stay with them now.
A steep price to pay. And we're the ones to choose it?
Somebody has to.
You don't understand the power they have. They show you what you crave. They speak to the darkness in your heart. No one can stand against that.
Watch me.
I won't be the last to surrender. I felt the evil.
Let's go. No point arguing with a dead man.
No. The Fade had opened, and the gods were free. Thanks to Solus, they'd woken up to find their empire, their subjects, even their fellow gods, all gone. But they still had the power of the Blight, and corrupting a village was just the start. They made plans to tap more of the Blight, all of it, to rebuild their empire. As a path to power, it had its costs. And everyone would pay for it.
Hay que volver. A ver, ¿por qué no me marca? Otra vez se salió, a ver. Este sí, del objetivo. Este no. Se salió otra vez. Igual podemos hacer viaje rápido. Sí, para eso estábamos a ver.
did you find our scouts?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elgranon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere. The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by blood magic. Their minds are gone.
Elgranon and Gillenane used them like puppets.
I dare say it was a show of force. They will not rest until you are on your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you, Scout Harding. What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
So, who are you exactly?
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition. My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Witch of the Wilds?
An honorific, born of rumor and exaggeration. The fearsome reputations of your opponents, however, are duly earned. This dark turn of events shall only become worse.
Whatever comes, we're ready for a fight.
Words easily said, but rarely proven.
Yeah? What do you know about all this that we don't?
As dangerous as Solus himself may be, his imprisonment of the gods was just. To leave them unchecked would have been the very end of Thedas.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf.
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demetus Crossing once the gods are through.
All this horror because a bunch of power-hungry gods want even more power.
When have the powerful among us ever done otherwise?
So how do we stop them?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
Is there anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse.
Ah, yes, the legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it, even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
We stand up against them one step at a time. We don't have all the answers, but we know what we need to do. You're fixing the Illuvian at the lighthouse, and Nev, Harding, and I are gonna find this dagger at the ritual site. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
You can do this, Lace. It's gotta be done.
Otro nivel más.
I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course, that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
Maybe you should have taken the shot. But we can't change it now.
Yeah. I just have to live with it. Right? Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escape from their prison, Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric.
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting. You push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solus's dagger. It'll be a start. Look.
I can feel lingering magic. Powerful magic.
The dagger was here. Something took it. Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Only one way to find out.